Boom. So, dudes. Big Sheep's bringing you another episode of Sheep's Clothing. With my counterpart, Sexy Dylan over here.
Hey, y'all.
Oh, we got some echo here, buddy. That sensual, smooth jazz voice is echoing. Alright. There, we're good now.
Alright, let me pull mine up real quick.
Boom, 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 boom. Alright, I think everything's all gravy here. Alright, so, how's everybody doing this week? How's the park ranger life treating you, Dylan?
Love it. We have so much to catch up on.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
We have 2 weeks of, and we even hung out one of the nights.
Oh yeah, we haven't had a show since then, have we?
Nope.
Oh, well, yeah. My buddy Dylan here came out to St. Pete and went to the Kava bar together.
Had carva bombs.
Yes, sir, we did. It wasn't too much exciting things going on, but we hung out, had a good time, and it's not like the old days when we were trashed and throwing people into those punch machines at bars. It was much better times, but
I had a good time. I plan on going back. You know, when we can schedule something, I want to take Ashley out there. I've had the taste for dirt here recently, so.
So, like, you didn't feel anything off of it at all?
No, but by the time I got home, dude, I was sleepy.
Yeah,
it was also probably because the streetlights have been on for a few hours, which is past my bedtime.
Yeah, I feel you on that. But actually, I don't feel you on that because I stay up till like 6 in the morning every morning.
Yeah, I know.
I've actually found myself staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning just to talk to Tarquin, or TJ, the guy who plays for us.
Yes, I would like to give a huge shout out to that guy. Awesome. Awesome.
A lot of you guys might know TJ. He's pretty popular on the internet when it comes to music. Everybody seems to know a lot about him, but it's the insane part is how much he knows about fucking music. I mean, he must literally sit around all motherfucking day, every fucking day, and just search out and seek out this great fucking music. And he's just been posting like a fool on our page, and I can't thank him enough. It's awesome. Keith took a nice little vacation this week. I think he comes back tomorrow. So it's been radio silence for Keith, but hope you had fun, bud. Do your thing. Everybody who's watching, if you could please do us a gigantic favor and hit that share button in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. Or, I don't know if it's different on computer or whatever device you're watching it on. Go ahead and hit that share button so everybody else can get in on this as well. You know what? Let's do a giveaway tonight. You want to do
what?
You want to do a giveaway, Dylan?
Right now?
Let me look through my secret stash here.
Let Pancake pick the winner.
Okay, hold on one second. Dylan, schmooze a little bit.
So, I will ask the audience a question right now. West Y'all, we interviewed him in Bangerang towards the beginning of the show. And he posted a status on Facebook that I thought was pretty interesting, and I think a lot of people would like to chime in on this. But his status was, remember the first cassette or CD you ever bought? What was your first cassette or CD? I know that my first CD was a Christmas present. It was Creed's My Own Prison. And I definitely rocked out to that for many, many nights. The best part about that is I could do some Creed My Own Prison karaoke and no one can touch it.
What were you talking about? I walked in and it just sounded like some fucking Sling Blade talk going on.
My muttered.
Alright, so tonight, I don't know how many of you, we have 11 people watching right now. I'll have to repeat this a lot through the show. Actually, Dylan, if you could go ahead and post about it in the comments, that'd be awesome.
Alright.
Tonight, we're going to give away a size extra large Gift from God shirt, since I figure some Gift from God fans are going to be in here tonight. And we're also going to be giving away Zayo's newest on vinyl. It's a double gatefold and some really nice fucking awesome shit inside of here. I don't know what number it is because it's completely still sealed, factory sealed. So, Jonah, don't fret, you could win this one. Alright, so to win this giveaway tonight, what you're going to have to do is I want you to hit the angry emoji. If you hit the angry emoji, you are automatically entered to win. And then I will randomly select somebody who has hit the angry emoji and find you, send you a message, get your details, and you'll have some awesome shit.
That's pretty easy.
Yeah, see, I figured that's an easy.
Can I do
it? Yeah, go ahead and angry emoji. I'm going to put it into a randomizer, and I'll message somebody after the show. What other news did you have? What else did you do this week?
Oh, what else happened? I know we had Connor's 1 year birthday, so my son turned 1.
Well, happy birthday, Connor.
Happy birthday.
Ricky Reed, you better smash that fucking angry emoji, son. I know you want that Zayo record. I can't really think of too much that I did. We got a new rat cage. It's a fucking gigantic monster. It's over here on the side. You guys can't really see it. But, so yeah, they have a fucking 2-story condo in here. They're living better than me. It's crazy.
Hey, Bucket said that his first album was Nelly Country Grammar and Jay-Z Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Oh, yeah. So is that what you explained during the...
Yeah, I just told people to drop their first cassette or album in the comments. It's
so
funny.
What was your first album, Dylan?
I told everybody that it was Creed's My Own Prison. Which is
the first album you physically ever owned? Or
yeah.
Is it the first one you bought for yourself?
No, that's the first one I've ever had, and it was for a Christmas present. So I opened it up Christmas morning, and it's fucking Creed's My Own Prison.
Do you remember what
Court is in session, a verdict is in. No appeal on the docket. The first one I ever bought, it was probably a Strokes album. Yeah. Knowing me, that's what I would.
I don't put it past you. You did have the Van Halen guitar in high school, though. I was pretty hyped.
Yeah, it was a gift.
All right, so
it was a gift.
The first physical CD I ever owned in my life, believe it or not, came from my dad, which he gave me. He used to burn. He'd be obsessed with burning CDs, and he would just burn thousands of CDs. But the first actual CD I had was Pantera's "Cowboys from Hell," and he gave me that CD.
Really?
And yeah, and my uncle gave me a Metallica album around that time, but unfortunately, the first CD that I ever bought myself was Kid Rock. Because I was so hype on that Ba with the Ba when it first came out. But yeah.
Hey, what is your favorite karaoke song to sing?
I actually bought Limp Bizkit, Significant Other, and Ba with the Ba at the same time while on vacation in Indiana.
I like it a lot.
What now?
What's your go-to karaoke song?
That would probably be Hank Williams Jr. song. I like doing Whiskey Bent and Hellbound. That's a good song. I've also done. Oh, but the one I really want to try is Say Anything's Alive with the Glory of Love or whatever. I want to try that song. I've done first time I ever met my girlfriend, I sang her Backstreet Boys because she likes the Backstreet Boys. I used to sing karaoke every week, so I could go on forever. But my absolute favorite thing to do karaoke is suicide karaoke, because you can't pick what you have to sing, and somebody else picks it for you, and they pick it so you like purposely look like a fool.
That's a thing.
Yeah, it's suicide karaoke, and Dan Budd actually picked Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On" for me, and I fucking crushed it. I was so good, dude. But,
so for your wedding, can we have karaoke?
Oh, fuck yeah, definitely.
That's what I'm talking about.
We've actually already talked about that, but then we thought with my drunk ass friends it might get a little out of hand and family might get offended if we're up there screaming Tenacious D.
It's going to be a kava bar, right? Open kava bar.
That's definitely my go-to is Tenacious D. Fuck Her Gently, because I got the pipes for anything Jack Black sings.
I prefer the B-52's Love Shack, man. I really wish I would have got to sing that with your mom.
I fucking hate the B-52s.
What? That was my first concert.
So if you guys are just joining us, smash the Angry React to win tonight's gift of Zayo's new album on vinyl and a gift from God shirt. I'm going to have to keep throwing that in every couple minutes. Jonah, if you're watching, sorry we're running a little bit late. We'll get with you in a minute. Was there anything else we need to talk about? Oh, yeah. Who's on the show next week, Dylan? Look at you, unprepared.
My phone. I have the counter on my phone, which is I'm using to speak with you.
Entheos.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which is I might be pronouncing that incorrectly, but I'm sorry if I am.
I thought it was Ethnos.
Yeah, it's one or the other, but it's literally all of the members from Animosity and a female vocalist. Now, not to be sexist in any way, I mean this completely as genuinely as I can. I do not really like the sound that a female vocalist projects. Now, in metal music, I'm sorry, I should emphasize. In a lot of subgenres, like
I don't know if the angries are about your comment or if they're just
smash that angry react. But yeah, so it's just it doesn't sound full to me, but I have heard some females who can pull it off like amazingly, and it, like I said, it really matters what genre we're talking about here. And when I say metal, I'm kind of talking in the death metal spectrum of things. And I like who are some of the other bands who did like Arch Enemy, and there was a couple others, but it just doesn't sound right to me. Plus,
you don't like I Wrestled a Bear once?
No, absolutely not. I actually, like, when I heard the recordings, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. But then I saw them at a Warped Tour one year, and it was just so bad. Like, it was so
Come
bad.
on.
But, I don't know. And I've never heard Bloodline Calligraphy, so I have to check them out. You guys, if you want to prove me wrong, feel free to post bands in the comments, because you guys are going to make me look like assholes. And it's cool. I'm an asshole sometimes. And I try to be PC as I can, and I definitely don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I love all of our viewers, but in my personal opinion, I haven't heard a girl that can sing like Adam from Oceano. You know what I mean? But
you like Number 12 Looks Like You?
Yeah, but see, that's a different genre. That's like a subgenre where it's okay to have like higher pitched vocals. Like Rich Lombardi doesn't sound like a man; he sounds like a fucking alien. You know what I mean?
Pterodactyl.
Like, yeah, a pterodactyl or something. It's crazy. But it's just when we're talking like Stevie Nicks, we're talking like death metal here, and I just haven't found a female who can really pull it off. But I checked, because I haven't heard them per se. I actually contacted them because I knew that they were members of Animosity, and I was like, I want to do an Animosity interview. And I kind of think that they all like figured out that that's what I was doing, so they put the only member who wasn't in Animosity in for the interview. So I'm absolutely super cool with it though, because after checking it out, like they are pretty good, and her vocals are pretty amazing. Like if I heard that blindfolded and had no idea who I was listening to, like I would not suspect it to be coming from, you know, a tiny woman. Like, I don't know, it's crazy. But it's good shit, really good, and I'm absolutely stoked to interview them, and it's going to be a good one. Let's see, the following week after that.
So is all that going with you are excited about her vocals and appreciating it?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I was proved wrong. But like I was saying, that was a general statement from the beginning. Like, I just haven't really found a female vocalist that I can get into. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to just jump out and be like, I don't like female vocalists. But that was, you know, I haven't found one that really tickled my fancy. And
I can respect that. I can respect an opinion.
Yeah, not a lot of people can respect opinions these days, though. So I think I'd have to check our lineup, but I think we have our mystery guest after them, and then we have Seb from Meth, which I've actually been chatting a lot with Seb lately, and he's a super fucking cool guy. And if you haven't heard Meth and you like really fast, like Tower of Romy style, fucking just super grinding fast grind, grind, you know, grind that grinds really fast, it grinds. But anyway, Meth is super, super good, and don't take that out of concept. I'm not talking about the drug. I'm talking about Seb. He's another One Piece artist, which we've been doing a lot of One Piece artists on the show lately, and it's amazing. Like, it's crazy to think that all this beautiful, mathy, chaotic, grindy knowledge comes from one person. So, it's awesome. Let's just leave it at that. Was there anything else we needed to cover, Dylan, before we got into this?
Did you hit up Ace?
Oh, shit. What?
Did you hit up Ace?
Hit a pace? What do you mean?
Ace.
Oh, no, I have not hit up Ace yet. That's to be discussed. I did post in the Scram Cave about this, but unfortunately I posted a little bit late, so I don't think that anybody even commented on it. But I'm not.
There's a couple.
Was there?
Yeah, there's a couple. I'll get them.
Yeah, well, you go ahead and field those. And, like, every week, you guys can drop whatever you want in the comments, and it will reach the interview. So, if you have questions, put them in the comments, and it makes our job a lot easier. And trolling is always encouraged, so let's try to make Jonah blush here tonight. Were any of the questions in Scram Cave, were they any Would You Rathers?
Yeah.
Yes. Awesome. We need to add some to the arsenal. Alright, so we will be right back with Jonah, if I can find him in here. Add to call. Boom, 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 boom. And now...
Push record, right?
Fuck no, I forgot. I can record
Push
right now. You gotta always remind me.
I reminded you at the right time. Hey.
Hey, bud.
What up?
Tight. I think that's the best entrance we've seen yet.
I wanted it to be memorable.
Most of the time it's like, hello? Can you hear me?
Can you hit your
Can
camera?
you see me? Hit your camera, Nick.
Yeah, let me switch my camera over real quick so you guys can see me. Oh, fuck. I always have, like, a brain fart during this moment. And I don't understand why.
It's a lot of pressure on you, Nick.
It is. I have to click, like, 2 buttons, and it's just too much. Boom, 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 boom. And there we are. Hey.
Sweet.
How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, yeah, the viewers can't see us yet. Switch. There we go. Now they can.
And is it unmuted, too?
That flawless transition there. I know you guys like that. Okay, so Dylan, as always, you field the comments because I'm gonna have to switch over to another page in my phone.
Yes, sir.
Let me try to fix this real quick. Sorry, I'm being like a fucking perfectionist now of all moments. There we go. I'm a little bit tiny this week. Is this dynamic view change that?
In case you're wondering, I'm drinking Sunny D out of a measuring cup.
That's nice. Okay, so
You're measuring your calories, your calorie intake.
Caloric
Exactly.
intake. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
I'm Jonah. I live in Virginia, and I guess that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm 21. I play guitar. I've been doing music for a long time, and I like metal.
Yeah.
Right on. And
Hey,
so
what was your first... Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead. That's a better question.
What was your first album or cassette?
Oh, I was thinking about that. I had my answer when you said that earlier. I think the first the first like 3 albums I got from my dad when I was like, I want to say like 10, and he got me, god damn, I can't remember the name of the album, but it's by Soulfly, and it has like a big dude with like multiple arms and like a temple on it, and it had like the song Blood, Fire, War, Hate on it, and then, let's see, then Ashes of the Wake by Lamb of God, and then the Black Album by Metallica.
Right on. Not bad.
You guys are so much fucking cooler than I am.
Well, I mean, after that, after my dad gave me Pantera, all he gave me was like Pink Floyd for like 6 years. Like he was just like this.
Yeah.
And then oldies and shit like that. But then he also gave me like Frank Zappa and other weird shit. I don't know. But so Jonah, first of all, what other bands or projects have you been in?
Well, I've more recently, this has been more of an experimental thing. Like 1 week with as far as Second Grade Knife Fight goes, like for like a month straight, I was just listening to like Daughters and crazy shit, and I was just like, yeah, and I was just like, I kind of want to write something like this. So I sat down on my computer and I was just like, how can I do this? And then now we're here. So, but as far as that goes, that's how that worked. And then for the past, I think, since 2015 until recently, I played in a band called A Life of Torment, and that was my main band for a while. We didn't really tour or anything, but we played a lot on the East Coast. I think the farthest south we got was South Carolina, and then the farthest north was probably Pittsburgh. But we played metalcore akin to like Martyr AD and bands like that. And other than that, my other band that's actually going to be doing a lot soon and have a lot of things to put out, like a new record and shit like that, is my band Wrist Meet Razor. And I'm really excited about that band.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty awesome title.
Oh, totally. It's a Usurp Synapse song, so it sounds nothing like Usurp Synapse at all, but it's okay. It's it's awesome. Yeah.
That's really funny because TJ Tarquin and I were kicking around project name ideas, and he's like, "What about like Wrist Meets Razor?" He said, "He's like, yeah, he's like, it's one of their songs and shit." And I just can't pronounce that band name, even though they're really good.
Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful.
And then it's just crazy that you brought that up. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm excited about it. There's gonna be some. We're gonna have like tapes coming out soon through Parking Lot Records. So keep an eye out for that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So like, what goes into? Actually, you know what? I think that's one of my questions I want to ask later. So let me. Is there anything in the comments right this second, Dylan?
Negative.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I actually more recently, back in March, I went on my first tour, actually, with this band called Poured Out. They were a metalcore band. They just actually had their last show 2 days ago that I was able to go to in Baltimore. But they asked me to play guitar for them on this 2-week tour, and went around up to, I want to say, like Wisconsin all the way down to like South Florida, and that was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. Where'd you go to in South Florida?
We went to St. Petersburg.
That's where I live.
And then, oh shit. But we went to St. Petersburg, Margate, and then Jacksonville.
Where did you play in St. Petersburg?
I can't remember. I actually have the tour laminate. Let me go look, because I don't remember the name of the place.
So yeah, if you guys just tuned in, smash that angry emoji to win our tonight's giveaway.
Alright, so the venue is called the Local 662.
Oh, no shit. Was that the last show you played? Was that with Pleasures and the other bands that you played with?
Well, with the tour was Poured Out, Absolute Suffering, this band from Germany called Wolf Down, and then a band from Syracuse called Methmouth. That was the tour package. Mm-hmm. And then there was two other bands, I believe. I can't remember one of the bands, but I know I can never forget the one band because we stayed with the vocalist of this band, and he was insane. But the band's called Kill an Addict.
Okay.
And it was we were all just like, kind of taken aback by it, but he offered to put us up, and that was pretty cool. So
yeah, for sure. I wonder if he did play with Pleasures, because that'd be funny as fuck.
With Roger, yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so did we cover your latest release already?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, that was the first question I wanted to ask. So let's start there. Why don't you go over what your latest release is?
So I put out 6 songs, and basically just did. The first release was back in February, and it was just called Second Grade Knife Fight, page 1, all one word, of course. And then the more recent one is page 2, and it's just a continuation. You know, nothing different, more or less. Just trying to get extra crazy, get as wacky as possible with it.
Right on.
But yeah.
Do you find that it's hard? Well, people can find that where on Bandcamp, correct?
Just Bandcamp for right now. I should probably add it to like Spotify or something like that, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. Right
on. Yeah, we've been talking about putting podcasts on Spotify for a long time. We just haven't done it.
That's cool.
So where did you get the idea for the name Second Grade Knife Fight?
Actually, I was actually listening to Jerome's Dream, and it's one of the songs. Yeah, exactly. It's one of the songs on what the hell? I'm so mad at myself for not remembering the album name. But it's off their one album, the 10-inch album with the dude like pushing on the dude's chest.
Yeah.
And it's like a second grade art project, and I was like, oh, it'd be cool if I just did second grade and then something like completely asinine, like a knife. Yeah.
Right on. Do you feel as if it's harder to write music with a group or by yourself?
I think from my experience, it's harder to write by myself and write something that I'm content with, as opposed to people that I can bounce ideas off, because a lot of things that I've done have been just me, and it's not because for any other reason other than I just have so many ideas and I just want to get them out and like put them out in recordings and so on and so forth. But I do enjoy working with other people to make music. I think that it's more cohesive and it's a lot more. The process is better.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way you think that you could perform your music live?
Honestly, I've been asked. I think when I first put the first page 1 out, I had gotten like 2 separate emails through the Bandcamp page saying, "Hey, come play Richmond. Like, let me set up a show for you." And I remember just like sitting there looking at it and just being like, "What do I say? Like, I don't want to be like, sorry, dude." You know what I mean? But I've had people say they'd play drums or things like that, and I guess people want it to happen. So I mean, I guess there's a possibility.
Would you rather enlist a band to play, or would you rather do it all by yourself?
As in, there's
a lot of cool ideas. There's a lot of cool ways that you could go about being a one-man band. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You could set up a bunch of fucking broken TVs and have the audio come out of them or some shit. Like, it's all kinds of weird shit that you could do.
That's actually a good idea. I like that.
But like, it would be a lot more work because it's one person, and I have seen videos of one-man bands like performing, and it's kind of not so thrilling. But
I think a good example when I think of one-man band, even though it was a two-man band at one point, was I don't know if you remember this band, but they were like a We Butter the Bread with Butter, the MySpace German band or whatever.
No, I'm gonna have to check that out.
It was like. I don't even know how to describe them, but they used a drum machine, no bass, a guitarist, and a vocalist. And there's literally videos of them where like they're like jumping like this, and there's just like a little box on the ground behind them doing the drums. It's insane.
I saw a video of I think it was Rogers Met an Iranian. That's another old MySpace thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a setup, like his little setup, I think it was just an iPod on a table. And like,
so sick.
But then, like, it was him on stage with a microphone screaming to it, and he was just running from one end of the fucking stage to the other end of the stage by himself, and it just looked so fucking bizarre, and it looked like nobody was getting into it. It was so, like, I felt embarrassed for him. Like, it was bad.
That's the best way to do it, though.
Well, on the other side, you got, like, Urine Arms.
Yeah.
We interviewed him a while ago, and that was an intense one-man show.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to be able to pull
Fucking
it off, but if you can pull
intense.
it off, it's so much better than seeing a live band. Like,
If you,
it really is.
dude was nuts.
I think that's the route you should go. I think you should play and just have a gimmick. You know what I mean? Like,
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, even before the interview, like, I was like, man, like, somebody was like, you should, like, you know, like, dress up some fucking weird way and, like, talk and, like, riddles and shit. And I was like, I was like,
Riddle me this.
I was like, Billy Boop, Jabba. You know,
you could just, like...
probably would have worked, but it's okay.
Yeah, you could have kept, like, your identity a mystery or something and wore, like, a fucking burlap sack on your head or something like that. Would be pretty cool.
The best way to do it is just...
Yeah, there you go.
What do you think about these? I got these for Christmas, and this is probably the best present I got.
You should find an even smaller pair of glasses to put on underneath those, so you can lift it and still have shades on.
I have a pair in my car that I got from a Walmart, and they're like these sunglasses that had like a price tag from like the 90s, and they were shoved inside of like this like big like sunglass silo. And I pulled them out, and they're tiny, like they're literally the smallest thing ever, like almost like baby doll glasses. And on the sides of them, it has it says "I break for no one" with Bart Simpson on a skateboard, and it's the sickest shit.
Yes, Jonathan, I really did just name drop Roger Sped and Iranian. Dylan, you want to hit the comments? Is there anything in there?
Mathgrind says, by the way, I love the Cuddle Sheep logo. Is in the corner.
Yeah, I put the Rich Lombardi Cuddle Sheep logo in the corner. Thanks so much for that, Rich. That was awesome. Also, we're doing a giveaway tonight. Gift from God t-shirt and Zayo's newest release on vinyl. All you gotta do is smash the angry react, and then you're in the chance to win. And come on, guys, give us some fucking questions in the comments. You guys are slacking tonight. Out of all the songs that you've written, what is your favorite song to play?
Well, I can't say that I actually play any of them after I, make them, which is kind of sad because they are very fun to record. I have too much fun doing that. But I think my favorite one that I've done has to be, oh goodness, probably has to be "I Don't Care If You're Paraplegic." that was my favorite song because it's just like I had to find a good sample for that, like Twister sample, and I was like, I gotta make this weird.
Yeah, I always do encourage people to use samples in their music. It makes everything so much more fun.
I'm excited for the new stuff. I already have a good amount of songs I have written that have some pretty ridiculous shit in them.
Right on.
Yeah. Jonathan Pence says, "When is Jonah going to let me jam with him?"
Hey, John. I don't know. Whenever, man. I'm off on Fridays and Saturdays. Let's chill.
You just hear a knock on your door right now. He's at your house.
I'm in my room. I think that would be kind of scary if I heard a knock.
I was watching the interview outside.
I don't get Wi-Fi outside your window.
I also want to remind everybody, if you don't want to sit down and watch this on your phone, you can stream it to your TV. Like, there's an option to stream this to your TV and watch this on a big screen.
Man, how badass would it be if I had like a camera on top of a TV and I could just sit in like a reclining chair and just like,
Not everybody can be Nick.
Yeah, I got the dual monitor set up going right now.
Hey, Ricky asked, what do you use to make beats?
To make beats?
What program do you use?
For drums and everything like that, basically?
Yeah.
I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, everything I use is free except for my guitar plugin to my computer, which I got when I was like 16, that I still use to this day.
And it's like an M Audio?
Yeah, basically. It's a Pod Farm UX1, and I just use that, and that's been that's done me completely fine for everything I've done individually as far as demoing purposes go. But for drums, funny enough, like I've tried so hard to like do torrents and, you know, like save up to buy like Superior Drummer and stuff like that. And it just never works for me. Like I always end up like not being able to do it. So I learned after like a year and a half of using it and tweaking it, I use Guitar Pro 6 demo version. Like literally demo version of this program to export WAV files of the drums that I create, that I like write out and mix them, and that's how it comes to be.
If that doesn't encourage people to make music, I don't know what will. Everything he uses is free. Like, come on.
I literally nothing is saved. Like my computer crashed one night and I forgot to save a song, and I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll just go make a new one. So,
how many tracks are usually on one of your songs when you're completely finished?
You mean like how many different tracks, like individual tracks, like guitar?
Yeah, like how many layers do you put on your music?
Normally I do, because the drum tracks that I get, it sounds too thin if I have it just one centered, so I usually pan them one to each side, and it sounds okay. For Second Grade Knife Fight, it doesn't matter because it's gonna sound like shit regardless. Like I want it to, you know what I mean? So, but usually that, and then a bass track in the middle, 2 guitars on each side, 2 vocal tracks, a sample track, and then a synth track.
Right. Nice. So yeah. the drums aren't loops; they're actually recorded songs.
They're not loops per se, but like the way that it works is with Guitar Pro they have like a real drum audio that's like the best as it's gonna get for a demo program, you know.
Gotcha.
And using it has literally taught me drum notation, which is awesome because I don't really play drums, but I just basically go through and I create everything myself, and I can copy paste, you know, whatever I want to do, change tempos, everything like that. So
no, that's cool, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
So what is your actual like thought process into writing a song? Like, what is like your routine
for Second Grade Knife Fight, or just in general?
For Second Grade Knife Fight, like just your
yeah.
thought process in like creating it, and then like how do you go about recording it?
Okay, so funny enough, the way that I do with the first album, it was all just like I just recorded everything and then song titles, whatever. But after that, I was like, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna like every time I have a long drive, I'm gonna pull up in my notes and I'm gonna think of the most crazy shit titles I can think of, and I put them down in my phone, and then I'll come back and like usually I'll just like, you know, I'll listen to something, and then if I get like a spark of interest, I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna go sit down and write a song. But yeah, so I do that, and then normally I just I usually do just like one take for guitars, and I'll just come up with everything naturally as it comes, and then, you know, if it's not on time or something, I'll just go back and like, you know, punch in things like that, and then add drums, bass, vocals, and then whatever else I want to add.
Right on.
Yeah.
Is there anything in the comments right now, Bill?
I haven't even looked. I've been Justin Fornoff. Oh my gosh. Nick only says this because he doesn't want to pronounce the shit.
Just say the first name.
It's okay.
Oh, never mind. What's your favorite Page 99 record, Jonah?
Document 5.
Document 5, Justin. And then
yeah.
Connie. Hey, Connie. She's let me do guest vocals on the new Second Grade Knife Fight.
That would actually be
honestly cool. Because
that would be sick.
Funny thing about Connie wanting to do vocals on a new track. So in their interview, they said they were doing a split, and it's going to be a CU Space Cowboy Second Grade Knife Fight split coming out this fall.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then I think I missed one because I got a question mark.
Mm-hmm.
Cats or dogs?
Yeah. Cats or dogs, Jonah?
Cats or dogs? I gotta keep it real. I love me some dogs, you know.
For sure.
I got two beautiful collies, and I love them to death. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are their names?
Liberty and Chelsea.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, so to spice up this this giveaway, since I see that there's some scram cavers in here, if you don't want the Zayo album, I will throw in. This also came from the Gift from God package. I believe this was his first band. It's either Serene. What is it?
Saren?
Saren? Yeah, Saren.
It's actually I'm pretty sure I know that's like an older band, I think.
Yeah. So if you don't want the Zayo album, you can opt out for this. So just smash that angry react.
I recommend the Zayo album though. Personally, I love Zayo.
And you mentioned Martyr AD. I haven't heard them in years, or when you said their name earlier. That's crazy.
Yeah. I grew up listening to bands like Norma Jean.
Yeah.
And, the three bands that I grew up listening to from my dad was probably I want to say Hatebreed, Slayer, Lamb of God, and then Norma Jean was another one.
Your dad's got sweet taste in music.
Oh, he's sick. I love him to death. He's awesome.
So have you ever stole anything from another musician, like riffs or anything like that?
Well, I don't want to say stole per se because that's rude. You know what I mean?
That's
like,
an aggressive
yeah
question.
But I mean, like, in all actuality, like, everything's been done for the most part, so like nothing's gonna be original in general. In my opinion.
Have you ever heard anything and just been like, I'm straight up going to use that? Like...
Actually, yeah. like, I mean, in so many words, like, it's so many different, you know, however, like, I'll just change up a riff or something like that. Like, I was listening to Tower of Rum the other night, and I forgot the song. It's the first track off of, I think, the one with the dude, the Jesus. Yeah. That one, and the beginning, I listened to that song, and I was like, "All right."
That's mine now.
And I was like, "All right, I'll see what I can do."
No, you said you improv all the guitar stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, naturally, you're going to.
Yeah. The thing is with it is that, like, I'll improv, and then I'll go back, and then I'll listen to it, and then I'll take from that, and then I'll build off of that, and you know, re-record everything basically.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So isn't that cool, Nick? This is so cool.
It's crazy that you just like can like basically just kind of. I don't want to say like shit out music, but like you're not going you're not going through the steps that everyone has deemed necessary to have a band. You know what I mean? Like you're doing everything yourself, and this is coming off offensive, and I don't mean if
no, not at all, not at all.
Like even Maya was telling us that she was like she couldn't play her music, and it was a recorded thing, and that's what it is. Is it crazy that you're getting the response that you are getting from it?
Honestly, yeah. I the other night when I was in Baltimore talking to my friends, I was like, it's so surprising to me that out of everything musical I've done, the one
that's like the loudest cup ever.
It's like the one that I put the least effort into is the most popular one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was the nicer way of asking what I was trying to ask you.
No, I got you. Don't worry. But yeah, so it is pretty crazy. I didn't think when I put out the first page one, I just kind of put it out because I wanted to share the music I made from my inspiration, and then it kind of people liked it. That was that.
Cool.
That's awesome. What was the last show you went to?
It was the band that I toured with, Poured Out's final Maryland show. And it was them, this band called Heavens Die, who were a bunch of my friends from a town over in Winchester and Front Royal. And then Dwell, which I think you guys would probably actually dig. They're really, really crazy. But they're from I think North Carolina, something like that. One of the Carolinas, and then a couple other bands. This band Vicious Embrace, Suffer Through, Of the Beloved, which is like a Christian metalcore band, and yeah.
So, are you Christian?
No.
Okay. You put up the fist.
Not at all. No, just respect.
Right.
I respect.
So, is Second Grade Knife Fight a Christian band?
No, we're actually we're nothing. Because I'm nothing.
So what was one of your biggest influences as a child?
To
play
music?
Like,
No, keep it broad.
As a child,
It's very vague.
Steve from Blue's Clues really, helped
Rick
us through
Martin.
some tough times.
Musically, that's tough, honestly. I think when I was first starting to listen to music and I was starting to discover my own, my own taste, I want to say Between the Buried and Me was one of those bands that really, really pushed me to want to play music and learn, teach myself how to play guitar. And it's Between the Buried and Me, Lamb of God was one of them. I mean, I love Lamb of God. They're always going to be one of my favorites because I grew up with them, Yeah. And then probably I don't know, honestly. That's a tough question. I think I'm influenced by a lot of different music, like Amy Winehouse, completely irrelevant to the style of music.
Is that the first time we've heard Amy Winehouse? Dylan? As an influence? Is Dylan frozen?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. We've heard some weird influences, but I don't think I've ever heard Amy Winehouse.
No, Amy. That's a first for Amy.
Yeah, my mom used to listen to her a lot, and then I don't know. I really appreciate her music, and then I also really like Nelly Furtado. I can't lie, I love Nelly Furtado.
Yeah.
It sounded like you said Nelly the Furtado.
Nelly the Furtado.
Yeah, I really dig that Nelly the Furtado.
Oh yeah.
What's your dad's favorite band?
That's a good
My
question.
dad's
We should start
favorite
asking
band?
that every Sunday.
Slayer.
I'm actually
My
putting
dad's
that
Slayer.
in the notes right now.
He broke his. Funny thing about that is that we've seen them a handful of times. Me and him, back in 2008, I think one of the first shows, or whatever you want to call it, I went to was Mayhem Fest, and we both went and we saw Slayer, and it was the greatest thing ever. And we went every year together as our summer ritual thing, and it was the greatest thing ever. And then they stopped doing it, and I was kind of all right, well. But he broke his leg in a Slayer pit and didn't go to the hospital for 6 months.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Literally, my mom was like, "Stop fucking complaining. Go to the fucking hospital, dude." He's like, "No, I don't want to."
Does your dad like your music? Is he a fan of Second Grade Knife Fight?
I'm surprised there's even. I don't even want to call people who like Second Grade Knife Fight fans, because I feel like I can't really have fans of it, because it's just I don't know. I want to say they appreciate it, but I don't think my dad would listen to it.
I'm not picking on your dad. You just seem to be close with your dad. I just kind of cool questions. Do you guys go to the Slayer
absolutely.
pits and join the hands together and do the Longhorn?
Oh my god, no!
Oh, it's not that kind of relationship. Huh? Come on,
No.
son, do the Longhorn. Start the horn.
I try to be as uncringy as possible in every walk of life, but I seem to fail almost always.
I don't know. Those Ninja Turtle glasses are kind of cringy.
Yeah.
I'm going to screenshot it and make it the profile picture.
That's the thumbnail for sure.
Yep.
So Dylan, is there anything in the comments right now?
I'm having a hard time getting them to load, but I don't think so.
Also wanted to tell everyone that we are doing a giveaway tonight if you just joined us. And all you have to do is smash the angry react button, the little mad smiley face emoji, And,
Mad smiley face.
And you will have the choice of the 2 records and t-shirt that we're giving away tonight. I don't feel like going over it all again. Just smash the fucking angry react, which I don't know if that has negative consequences on us as like a page. If we get a bunch of negative reacts as notations or whatever, but who cares? Should have done thumbs up, but whatever. Give us an equal thumbs up for every angry react that we get. So, what would be a... So, I'm assuming that Second Grade Knife Fight doesn't have any type of merch right now, right?
Not this second, but I am going to... I was reached out to by my friend Adam, who runs this label called Parking Lot Records, and he actually asked me to do tapes for Second Grade Knife Fight for page 1, so those will be online soon enough, and I think there's only like 25 of them or something like that, so if you want one, you just go ahead. Yeah.
Do you have any cool like concept ideas for merch? And for like example, we were talking with Chris Arp of Sawtooth, and he said that, you know, Disney used to make these like pamphlets or like books that you would play along with a record, and it would like tell the story that's happening on the record. And he said that he always wanted to make one of those for Sawtooth, but they never got around to doing it. So, is there any cool concept ideas for merch that you think you could do something cool with?
I've thought pretty much for any idea, like visually for Second Grade Knife Fight, I always look to, old daughters shirts and things like that. And I don't know, like I feel like the way that I started it out, like the project, the whole like kid on the front, like that's so like it has like a special prolific meaning to me now. So I feel like I'm gonna have that incorporated in everything.
Right on.
But man, I don't even that whole idea with like a story following an album. I don't know if I could do that. It'd be like someone's there.
You don't have to use that idea.
I know.
I'm just saying
like thinking about that like gives me anxiety.
Well, like I don't know, just anything like a weird shaped record or like any kind of DIY things that you'd like to add to merch or anything like that.
I've actually been looking into getting my own screen printing setup, and then making my own patches with just the logo on it. And then I was also thinking of doing some lathe cut records and putting all of the music I have so far, which is the 14 songs, putting that all together for like one thing. And I was thinking, maybe custom shape and have a little kid, but that it's just, I wish I could do it, but like, I'm only 21. I don't got money for that.
Well, maybe somebody will sign you and finance it. They'll bankroll the idea.
Cool.
If you were to get signed, what label would you want to get signed by? It could be DIY or it could be Metal Blade. Whatever you want.
That's a good question. I haven't thought that far before.
Cough, cough, Dark Trail.
I would like to say Willowtip Records. I like a lot of their output. They put out Dissonance's first album, and that band's sick. But other than that, I mean, probably like there's a Zagima Beach Records. I know Sea Space Cowboy is on there. Gift from God. All friends on there.
So, what would you say? I mean, obviously, like daughters, but who is your biggest writing influences for Second Grade Knife Fight?
Absolutely, the Great Redneck Hope. That was the band that pushed me over the edge to do it. Them and Sawtooth Grin.
I always liked Great Redneck Hope, like even back in the MySpace days, and it was kind of strange that once we did that interview to see the response of like how many people were actually like thoroughly obsessed with that band. Like I always thought that they were great, but I just never knew that they had the drawing, and I think that they didn't know that either when they saw that.
Yeah, probably not.
So, who got you your first instrument?
My parents, they got me a BC Rich Warlock bronze guitar for Christmas years and years ago. I don't remember what year, but I remember I got it and I was so stoked. I like literally cried. I was like, ah! You know?
What's the first song you learned?
I think it was something like Linkin Park or something weird, like something that was just like completely
on a Warlock. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that answer. I was kind of setting it up for Metallica or Slayer.
Anytime that I even think of a BC Rich guitar, I think about this time that my family, we all went on vacation to Daytona, and the hotel we were staying in, it was like a promo thing. It was like, oh, come here and talk about timeshares, and you get 2 free days in Daytona or whatever. And we went there, and we're all up in the hotel room. My mom's gone. She's down at the bar drinking. And she comes back up to the hotel room, and a fucking Klingon from Star Trek bursts into our fucking room and, like, scares the shit out of all of us. And my mom had been downstairs partying at a Star Trek Klingon convention that nobody even knew was going on. So she's like, y'all gotta come down here and see these crazy motherfuckers. So, like, my mom is fucking trashed. And we get into the elevator, and there's this fucking Klingon walks in the elevator with a fucking goat head on a stick, dude. And he's just, like, standing there. And I fucking, like, I remember it so vividly. I must have been, like, 14 years old or something. And
oh my God.
We get down to, like, the convention area, and it's just fucking drunk Trekkies in there, dude. And everybody is in, like, dressed to the nines in full Klingon gear, like, crazy as fuck. But they had a Klingon band that had, like, 4 guitar players, and they all played BC Rich guitars. So
it's insane.
Anytime I think of BC Rich, that's the first memory that comes to my mind.
Oh my God.
It's my mom getting drunk with fucking Klingons.
That just sounds crazy. Like, if you don't have any context.
I like it.
I can't imagine.
Alright, I got so excited I lost my track.
No, it's okay. That was sick.
Was there anything in the comments, Dylan?
Not yet.
You motherfuckers are slacking. You make me do all this work. Come on, ask some questions. I know you got some interesting stuff in your brains. Also, smash that fucking angry emoji for a free gift after the show. So, do you have any prior musical training whatsoever, or have you taught yourself everything?
I taught myself guitar until, I want to say, basically until high school. Luckily, where I live in Virginia, my high school had a guitar program. And my freshman year, I took this basic guitar class, and it, like, God love that teacher, but that class sucked ass. Like, I didn't learn anything. And then the next year, I moved on to the next stage of it, and I had my favorite teacher of all time, who was Mr. Owens, my guitar teacher from high school.
Mr. Owens.
But I was never like a sports guy in high school or anything like that. Like pretty much any time in my life, like I played baseball and shit like that when I was young. Like most people would do. But I stuck with guitar, and I took we had a jazz combo class where basically we just learned jazz charts and learned theory and things like that. And then we had after we had like an extracurricular group that we did that played gypsy jazz. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with what that is, but it's like 1930s, 40s, like French, like
no,
like,
I have no idea.
It's pretty cool. Like if you're interested,
gypsy, all I think is Gorgolo Bordello or whatever. Like that's all I could think of.
Yeah. No, but it was a lot of fun, and I learned a lot, and that taught me, to be more open-minded as far as music goes. So yeah, that's the experience I got. We got to go to Disney and shit, so I was sick.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Have you ever put on a show, like a house show or anything like that? It looked like you just drank raw eggs. That was strange.
Dude, that would be, if I drank raw eggs, I'd probably slap myself to death. I'm vegan, so that wouldn't be right. I have never personally put on a show, but I always try to, like, you know, point people in the right direction where they can. And then if it happens, I'm like, yo, I helped out. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, closest I've gotten to that.
What was your gear setup for Second Grade Knife Fight? Well, which I guess would just be a guitar and computer programs.
Probably, yeah. But my actual live setup for all my other stuff that I do that's actually live is I use a Mesa single rec head. And I use a Mesa 4x12 cab. And I basically just run that straight into either my Sterling by Music Man JP7, which is a 7-string. I love 7 strings. Or my Kramer Beretta. And I usually use a tuner pedal and a noise suppressor, and that's it. And it sounds awesome.
Huh.
I always ask that question for Dylan because I have no idea what any of that means. I just scream. So, what would your after you figured out how to do a live show, what would be your dream tour lineup for Second Grade Knife Fight, past and present?
For past, I'd want to say the Locust would be one, and then I'm trying to think. Probably Tower of Rome, Locust and Tower of Rome. And I love
that show.
Huh?
I'd go to that show.
That'd be crazy. I mean, in a perfect world, it would have Daughters circa like 2002, and then every other band that I've listened to while making Second Grade Knife Fight songs.
Okay, so you're a big Daughters fan.
Mm-hmm.
What to you is better, Canada songs or Hell songs?
Personally, I like Canada songs better.
Thank you.
But I like them both. I like them both.
I like them both.
I
can't
get with it, dude. I can't get with the fucking drunk Elvis vocals. I can't do it.
It's weird because I went and actually was able to see them a couple of weeks ago in DC in this small ass venue, and it was so sick. It was the craziest shit ever. But they played a new song, and he was actually screaming for
awesome.
Half of it, which was really cool. I liked that he was kind of coming back to that. But they played a few old songs, and it was really cool. But Canada songs is definitely more up here than Hell songs for me.
For sure. It's crazy because when we first started doing this, I was making a bunch of Hell songs memes, and the Drake one where he's just no, and then he'd be yeah, I'd do the Hell songs and then Canada songs.
Yeah.
And they didn't go well. It wasn't very well received because I guess so many people fucking love Hell songs, and I think
that's so odd. I don't know why.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Musically, it's still fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you have to sit through the drunk Elvis.
Yeah, I mean the Pyramid song, that's so you hear that and you're like, oh, this is Daughters, But yeah, I mean, I love the first EP they did too. I love that.
So what would be one of the worst stage injuries ever inflicted on yourself or someone else that you've ever seen?
I think for myself was when I was actually on tour. We were playing this. We played a grilled cheese shop in South Carolina. No shit, a fucking grilled cheese shop in this shopping center in Florence, South Carolina. Wait, I think it was Columbia or something like that. I don't know. But I was playing and I didn't really have much room. It was only 4 of us. It was one guitarist, which was me. And I was literally this close to cymbals the entire time. And so my ears were destroyed by the end of it. But I decided, I was I'm going to step out in front of the PA speakers. Maybe this will help. It was a bad choice. I got robbed. So somebody was moshing and they hit me and knocked my hand off my guitar and hit my guitar so hard, and I just stood there for a second. I was just Funny enough, though, that kid ended up breaking his arm during a set. Yeah, he ended up breaking his arm not even 5 minutes later.
What He might have just answered this, but what is the weirdest place you've ever played a show?
Probably that grilled cheese place.
Right on.
But I mean, I think I'm trying to think of some other places that I've played that are just weird. I played at this place called the Sanctuary in Detroit, and it's actually like a really awesome place. Like, it's literally just like, I think it's church. I don't really know, but it's like a box building, and you walk in and it's just like a box room, pretty much. And it's awesome. Like, it's sick, but it's like, it's right off of like 7 Mile, so it's like kind of out there, you know. But that was a fun but really weird place to play. It was definitely almost a culture shock, you know.
What's your favorite band from your local scene?
From my local scene, I don't really consider Virginia my local scene because where I live, at least in Northern Virginia, we call it Nova. Don't really have that many like bands or places where people can play, so I ended up just driving to Baltimore, and that's where I've been going to shows and
Baltimore has some amazing shit come out of there for sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd like to say my favorite local band would have to be Queensway from Baltimore. They're some of my best friends, and they put out their EP, 7-song EP on the 1st of January. Right at like 12:01, and as soon as they put that out, shit blew up for them. They popped off, and they've been able to tour and go out west and do all this crazy shit now. I'm really happy for them.
Right on.
Mm-hmm.
Any comments, Dylan?
No, sir.
Come on, you guys. Ask him what color fucking underwear he's wearing. Anything, like, it doesn't matter. Just type something in the comments.
They're checker.
And also share this fucking video so everyone else can see the awesomeness that will ensue in the Would You Rather section.
Jesus.
So what's one of the most fun shows you've ever been to?
Most fun shows? I think I actually talked about this the other day with some people. Or no, today actually at work. And I was talking to this girl, and she like literally like thought I was like the weirdest person ever. Like, she'd stopped talking to me and walked away. But I think it was like 2 years ago, probably. This is like the most crazy show I've probably been to. But it was this band called Drown from Texas. They changed their name now. They're Sentenced to Burn now. This band called Point Blank. And then a couple other bands. But basically, this band Drown covered Integrity at the end of their set. And it was like a really, really shit day. Like, it was like pouring rain, like this was in a garage venue in, like basically like the heart of like Baltimore. And it was called Charm City Art Space. Missed that place to death because it's not a thing anymore. But it was basically like a little garage, like the downstairs of somebody's like dwelling, I guess you want to say. And, I remember we had like there was like trash cans full of like catching water and shit, and we had like there was like 6 fans in there. And I remember they started covering that, and then people started just like literally like I think everyone like snapped and went ape shit. But it's like I had a friend grab a fan and he threw that shit, and like literally like it was nuts. There's a guy on crutches that like freshly broken leg. I shit you not. This motherfucker takes his crutches, throws them in this small ass place, and then starts running and just pounding people. And I remember I went up front and I was like trying to sing along, and I got smashed in the back of the head with a bucket.
That sounds like a fucking pretty eventful show.
It was pretty nuts. It was pretty nuts. But that was the craziest show. I think the most fun show I've ever done. That's tough. I consider most shows I've been to a lot of fun. I never have a bad time at shows I play or most shows I attend. But I think my favorite show I've ever done was probably my old band, A Life of Torment's first show, our actual first show, which was at the same place, the garage. And we played, and all of our friends bought our shirt. We had one shirt, and everybody bought our shirt and put it on right before our set, and just like destroyed themselves. It was sick. That was a really good feeling, the first time actually, having people be able to like listen to it and actually get a reaction from it.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So I refreshed the live feed.
Yeah.
And there's comments.
How many did you miss?
I fucking hate this thing, man.
Go for it.
Oh, not many. Ricky said Zayo for nudes. Jonathan Pence said comics as story merch.
Comics as story merch?
Comics as story merch.
Is
it an inside joke?
I guess I should have elaborated when I said type anything. Please send us legible sentences.
Devin, a man. Wrote, Jonah is so cute.
Oh.
Heart.
Oh, yum.
And then Sam wrote, nice beard, Jonah.
Oh, thanks, Sam. This is like the first time I've actually been able to grow anything and not look like a rat. I mean, I do look. My little brother he just flew out to New Zealand for 2 months to play rugby before he goes to college. But he came up to me like a week ago and was like, "Hey, I got to show you something." And I was like, "Okay." And he came up and he pulled up this fucking picture of the naked mole rat from Kim Possible and put it side by side with my fucking face and said, "That's you." And I was just like, "Damn, okay, wow."
You're lucky you play rugby, motherfucker.
Yeah, he can kick my ass. I don't like to admit it. I don't like to admit it because I'm his older brother, but he can kick my ass. He's strong, dude. He's like.
Dylan, who would win a fight between you and Dalton?
Dalton.
Seriously?
Yeah.
How much?
Dude, his hands are like that much bigger than mine.
Man,
so he's a bouncer he's a bouncer in Pensacola. So he's like 6'6", 330 pounds. And he has videos of him just like grabbing people's faces and walking them out of the bar. It's so stupid. He had a video where he slapped some kid and his hand was just like just
like his entire head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Samuel said, "Guitar Club made high school for me."
Oh yeah, Guitar Club. Literally same for me though. Like
Samuel Charzel P. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my buddy. Hey, actually, I think he's from St. Pete too. Actually, he was in a band called Ramsey for a while. He has a new band that's pretty sick that he's showed me. It's more like hardcore, like metalcore stuff. But cool guy.
Drop your band's Bandcamp in the comments.
Yeah, please do.
Sam said stout. A lot of people talk, as we're talking, so my bad. I don't sometimes it doesn't.
In reference to me talking about Baltimore, Stout. That band.
Yeah, there you go.
That band is legendary. That is the heaviest Baltimore band to ever exist, in my opinion. The vocals are like that, and talking about like.
Wake Up on Fire was actually from Baltimore.
Who?
Yeah.
Wake Up on Fire.
Oh yeah.
I have their lyrics tattooed on my forehead.
Oh, that's insane. I saw one of my friends got a picture with this dude that had "As I Lay Dying" tattooed across his forehead, and I was like, okay.
Oh, I guess I could have done worse.
He definitely could have.
Moments like this is where, actually, Dylan, in the Scram Cave, are all those questions would you rather, or are they not? Because ask the ones that aren't would you rather right now.
Jordan said, "I'm working. Just tell them they're sick."
Cool. Thanks.
Sam said, "Thank God you got rid of that stash." Apparently, you had a mustache.
Actually, funny story. I decided I wanted to shave my head myself, like down as far as possible, and I had only a mustache at the time. And looking back, that was the worst thing I've ever done, ever.
That Ned Flanders look.
Dude, no, it was worse than that. I literally looked like a 45-year-old man. Like I remember I had somebody at my serving job, this restaurant, come up to me and like, oh, is this your daughter? And I was like, one of my coworkers. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, sorry, I'm not fucking 40 years old, you know.
Sam also said stance. I think he's referring to Samuel's comment that he's in Stance and they're from Tampa.
Yeah, his new band is called Stance. That's going to be a really good band. So
Samuel, hit us up for an interview, man. We're Tampa, St. Pete.
Do an actual interview.
Yeah.
Like whoa.
I got a webcam, bro.
I ain't wearing pants.
So this is the moment when I wish Dylan still had his keyboard, because we're going to go to our next segment. Dillis, why don't you play us on over to our new segment, Everyday Carry. Okay, so the new segment, Everyday Carry, is going to be simply, what do you carry with you every single day when you leave the house? And more importantly, what's in your pockets right now?
Right now, I only have one thing, and those are my keys. And let me tell you, I got some badass keys. I have, on tour, I think it was at this gas station in Kentucky. They had the most insane shit ever. Like, they had, like, these lanyards that said, like, I heart my daddy and shit like that. Like, it was wild. And I was able to find this keychain that says sexy mama. So, I rock this baby every day. And it's always a good conversation starter. You know, if something's, like, not going right for me, like, if somebody's like, you know, what are you doing? Like, you're an idiot. It's like, but I got that.
Can you put on your shades and hold up that sexy mama keychain?
Pretty much. And sometimes I'll actually carry around. Sometimes I'll actually carry around those really small shades, because you just never know. You know, like sometimes you just want to make people laugh. Like that's my favorite thing to do, is to make people laugh. So like if I'm stuck in traffic, you know, like not even like a month ago, I was heading up to this music store in Maryland during rush hour traffic because I'm an idiot, and I put on these sunglasses and I just started listening to like something crazy. Like I was listening to like I think I was listening to Hanson, something like that. And I had these sunglasses on, and I was like just sitting there like this with my window open, and every time somebody would drive by me, I'd be like, just like staring. Right. Yeah, but I got my keys in my pocket. My brother went to Coachella because he's kind of basic, but I love him. And got a number one wife keychain. So, yeah, and then I got a pick pouch too for guitar. I hold picks in here. It's pretty convenient. But other than that, I got my phone. Has a sticker on the back for my friend's band Vatican from Georgia. And then normally my wallet, but my wallet's not with me right now. Sweet. I don't know where it went.
Okay, I think that went as well as it could have possibly gone for the first time we've ever done that segment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Which brings us to our next segment, Show and Tell. Dylan?
No.
That was pretty sick. I liked it.
So, at this segment is when Jonah is going to dive deep into his collection of music and share with stuff that he thinks that you should know about.
Okay, so I picked out 2 CDs and a couple records. I mean, some of them aren't like nothing crazy because I don't really, you know, collect records or anything like that. But you know, sometimes I'll buy stuff, more CDs than anything. But I recently found this out of press Ion Dissonance CD, nice. Which for Breathing is Irrelevant, and this album was like totally a game changer for me. It was like one of the bands that got me to want to play a 7-string guitar when I was in high school, because I remember just like listening to like the, you know, like crazy low end, super high. I was like, I want to do that, and I never did because I was never that good, and never will be that good. Hopefully, maybe I will. I don't know. But so that CD, and then I went to a local record store by me and found this CD. Doesn't have their name on the front. You can't really see because there's like a glare, I guess.
Dylan.
Yeah. But okay, there we go. Yeah, but that's what it is. It's for this band called Rueda. It's Ruhaeda. It's hard to pronounce, but they're actually a screamo band from San Diego, and I had no idea. Like, I bought this completely on a whim just because I thought it looked really cool. I thought it'd be something I'd like.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. It was a good introduction.
I remember that's when how everybody found music. Like, you had to go somewhere and, oh shit, this looks cool, and then you buy it.
Yeah, honestly, like I've done that plenty of times. Like I did that. I have a record over my wall, not really important or mean anything to me, but this band called Drowning in Lethe, and that's pretty. It's pretty sick. But I just bought it because it looked cool. You know, my story of my life. But
that's how I found out about Despised Icon. They have,
A+ band.
They have that one album with like the horns on it, like it's like all gold or whatever. I picked that up and I found out about Bear vs. Shark that way too. I was at Best Buy and I just found them and I was like, oh, I'm gonna take all these, and then it turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, Despised Icon was actually, I think, the first show I ever went to. It was them and Through the Eyes of the Dead.
Through the Eyes of the Dead was sick back in the day, dude.
Man.
So good. Before they got that bald guy.
I think that bald guy spit on me. Like he would scream and like he'd literally like spit just everywhere. I remember being like 12 and being like, you know.
Dylan and I was it was awesome enough that Dylan and I actually got to see the original Vocalist on tour.
Oh, that's crazy.
It was dope. I forget who else was playing with it, but it was an awesome show.
They played with Arch Enemy.
No, they didn't.
Or yeah, they did.
Arch Enemy, what a band.
They played with From a Second Story Window, dude, and the Red Chord. If I'm not mistaken.
They didn't play with Second Story. No.
I don't remember either. But
oh yeah, you reminded me. The first actual CD I bought myself, not from my dad, was actually I think it was "Pray for Eyes" by the Red Chord. I think that was the first CD I bought myself. But okay, I have this split for Scrotum Grinder and Combat Wounded Veteran.
Awesome.
That I found in Baltimore, and it's pretty sick, and like the whole layout is like pretty nuts. It's like cardboard with like a whole comic strip thing inside of it, like Biohazard, like people dying and shit. It's wild.
That's on my want list on Discogs right now.
Well, this one?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll if you want it, I'll send it to you. I mean, it does. I'm not doing anything with it. I mean, it's just sitting on my wall, pretty much.
Oh, really?
But I got that. This is probably one of my favorites. This introduced me to my second favorite band. This is the Four Corners split, which is basically a bunch of smaller like metalcore, hardcore bands from like the late '90s, mid '90s, and bands are Sever, Dying Game Theory, Ground Zero, and Die My Will. And Die My Will is actually like one of my all-time favorites because I don't know, you guys probably aren't familiar with them, but they literally played in drop G sharp on 6-string guitars in the 90s, and that's like unheard of. Like that's like a 7-string tuning that's really floppy already on a 7-string on a 6-string guitar, which is just like stupid. But it is literally it's some of the heaviest shit ever, and they're one of my favorites. So that introduced me to them, and I really like that. And then let's see, I got this 4-way split from my friends. You can't even see; it's really, really fucking dark. But it's my friends in Vatican, Funeral, Sanction, and Iron Curtain. They put out this split, and they all have like two songs on it. But they're all really good friends, and I'm lucky enough to call them my friends because they're all very talented. If you're not familiar with any of these bands, I highly recommend them. Vatican and Sanction both have new records coming out soon.
Man, that's got to be like the cheapest way possible to go about getting records made. Is split, do a 4-way split and then have everybody in the band pitch in. That'd be like
yeah, and they also had a label backing it too, I think.
Oh, cool.
Which was pretty cool. But Alkaline Trio, god damn it. No, I love it. One of my favorite albums.
I always have like an opinion about people when I see them with Alkaline Trio tattoos. I think that's like the most tattooed band tattoo ever.
Really? You think so?
I see Alkaline Trio tattoos fucking everywhere. It's crazy.
You live in St. Pete.
Yeah, I guess that has a lot to do with it too.
Yeah. But then the last one I'll show is Chaos is Me, Orchid.
Sick.
Great record.
You can send me that one.
Love it. But yeah, so that's what I got.
Right on.
That's what I decided to show and tell.
And I guess that brings us to everybody's favorite part of the night, is the Would You Rather section. Dylan?
No, hold on. Jonah,
Yes.
do your crazy guitar solo into the next segment.
Oh shit, on the spot. There you go.
Awesome.
That'll do.
Now, usually I would take the time to say, please do not, base our journalistic integrity on these questions, but I don't really think it matters for this interview. We're all just having fun.
100%.
So, our first question, this one came from the Scram Cave last time I asked them to post, and it said, would you rather eat a light bulb every day, but when you poop, you're all good? Or would you rather be able to eat whatever you want, but every time you poop, it's light bulb glass?
Man, that's fucked up. That's terrible. Probably eat the glass because I can actually look in a mirror and pull out glass from my mouth, and I feel like if I were to shit a light bulb, that literally is just like instantly going to fuck you for life. So I'm gonna go with the eat light bulb and poop normally.
Would you rather drown in piss or drown in vomit?
Oh, piss for sure. fuck vomit. I can't stand throw up. It's so gross.
For sure. Pee every time you stand up or shit every time you sit? This is a complicated one. You gotta think about it.
Like, you can see the wheels turning in my head. Probably pee every time I stand up because like I don't want to sit and shit. Like. No,
but that's the thing. If you pee every time. Hold on.
Is it pee every time you stand up?
Every time you stand up.
Yeah, I would rather pee every time I stand up. Yeah, because then I can just whip it out and just like let it go.
Man, I've been thinking about this all wrong because. Yeah. I guess never mind. That is definitely the correct answer in my opinion because. Yeah,
I mean, unless you're into scat, I mean, like no shame in that. Like if you're into what you're into.
I could never imagine like not being able to sit down comfortably because that's what I do with like 90% of my life is sit on my ass, and if I was sitting on shit 90% of my life, that would just be horrible.
There's got to be a way to do it though. You could like sit down on the toilet and then just like weasel into like some pants.
Toilet couch.
Just
like a permanent donut in your pants.
A fucking wheelchair, dude. You get a wheelchair with a hole in the center. Yeah.
Every time you sit down, just put a bedpan in your shorts.
There's loopholes in these, man.
But then
There's
you have
loopholes.
to sit next to shit because you can't get up to get rid of it. All right. Sorry. Next question.
Okay.
This was my favorite one out of all the Scram Cave ones is secrete a small amount of shit like sweat from your skin every day or turn into a full-fledged wear turd for one night a month on a full moon.
What? Okay, straight up, that was easy as hell for me. Wear turd for sure. Yeah. That'd be insane. Like,
I just want to.
Like, how would that work? Like, would I be like
full moons?
Is he frozen?
I don't even know.
Oh, there you go. Like, I'm trying to imagine how that would be. Like, do you turn into like a literal just like turd, like no arms or any like
a
no
giant,
ligaments?
like Mr. Hanky, or like would you be like would you be like one of the Dogma, shit monster?
Oh my god. I'd probably try and like wear like Santa Claus outfit or something like that. It's something that's really fucking weird and just like
dress up like a cowboy, like a western with chaps and a vest.
I don't think you have to make a giant turd any weirder than it already is.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like a wear turd, like a hairy wear turd. Like,
do you have life, or do you just turn into a big log of shit on the floor?
That'd suck. That'd be so bad because like. Ah man, I couldn't imagine like having to like be a literal piece of shit on a ground, just laying there like, all right, come on, let's go. You know what I mean?
I also want to encourage the audience to add their would you rather's to the comment section, and if you just joined us, we're doing a giveaway tonight for Zayo's new album on vinyl and a Gift from God t-shirt size extra large. All you have to do is smash that angry react, and then you're in the drawing. Dylan, do you want to hit the Would You Rathers from the Scram Cave?
Darren writes, Crack Snuggles, would you rather have a sphincter in the palm of...
This is already good.
I saw this question and I was like,
Let me try to muscle through this. Would you rather have a sphincter in the palm of each hand that poops every...
You got this.
that poops every time you have to turn... I can't... I'm so fucking awful at this shit. That you have to turn a door or knob or handle or a sphincter on the sole of... of each foot. That...
Come on, dude.
I'm sorry. That poops every time you walk.
Alright, so the question was, would you rather have 2 sphincters on the palms of your hand that shit every time you touch a knob or turn a knob, or 2 sphincters on your feet that shit
every time?
walk?
No, it's every time you go up or down some stairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man.
Sorry.
I gotta add that. That's too good.
You gotta read it, though.
Huh.
Sorry.
I'm trying to think of the consequences of both. I think that if it came from my hands, I could just wash my hands, and I could go about that a good way. I think I'm gonna go with the hands because I can wear gloves,
You think you could hide it by like cupping your hands?
I
Yeah, I could
think
try.
It would smell shit less if it was on your feet and your side of your shoe.
See, but the thing is I'm thinking, they have there's the handicap accessible, doors, things like that. Like, there's ways around this. Like you have, there's ways to avoid using your hands, So I'm gonna go with the sphincter hands.
They have the button you can put. Yeah, that's awesome.
That'd be kind of funny to look at too. I'd probably just stare at them all day.
Yeah.
Was there more from Scram Cave, Dylan?
No.
That one was fucking gold. That was gold. All right. We asked
I'm
the tough
sweating.
questions here on Sheep's Clothing.
Let's do it. I want to get uncomfortable by these questions. Let's do it.
Coming.
For real.
So, would you rather have pubic hair for teeth or teeth for pubic hair?
Fucking teeth for pubic hair for sure. I can't imagine. I hate hair in my mouth. I hate it.
Would you rather have? You have to think of this as from a guitarist standpoint as well.
Okay.
Would you rather have Cheeto dust on your fingers, inevitably, or have when you put your dick back in your pants after you pee and you get that little drip, but it's a continuous drip, happens every 5 minutes?
Drip for sure.
The pee
drip for sure. I'd rather have piss-soaked pants than Cheeto dust on my fingers. I couldn't do it.
Nipple-sized penis or penis-sized nipples?
I had to process that for a second. You said nipple-sized penis or penis-sized nipples? Yeah. Is that what you asked? Yeah, definitely the nipples. That'd be fucking wild. That'd be crazy. I don't know how I'd be able to live. I'd probably be in the Guinness Book of World Records or some shit.
Okay, so here's the fucking traumatizing ones. Watch your parents have sex for the rest of your life or join in once to stop it.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like.
Have we reached a threshold here, sir?
I'm pretty sure my mom was watching at one point, so I'm like,
you get one.
You can pass. Yeah, you pass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take my I plead the fifth. I'm not gonna answer.
Would you rather fight a duck-sized horse or 100 horse-sized ducks?
Definitely 100 horse-sized ducks. That'd be fun. I like the thrill. I like the thrill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Would you rather shower in fish tank water for the rest of your life or have raisins for fingernails?
Well, I'm not really a huge fan of raisins, so I'm going to say fish tank water.
Arms for legs or legs for arms?
Arms for legs for sure. I could do so much.
I think
you can play live.
Every guitar, yeah, you can play live.
I think I'd have to lay on my back though to play anything. You know what I mean? Like just like a mass on the ground with like limbs like sticking up. You know what I mean?
A were turd with four arms
out here. You know what I mean? Like
a were spider turd. So I think every guitar player has said arms for legs. So Desert Island question. You get one item, you can listen to one artist, or have one food for the rest of your life on a desert island.
One item?
Fleshlight.
Man.
You're swaying the answers, Nick.
One item. Shit, man. I'd probably say... that's so tough.
Fucking lightsaber. Super easy.
Yo,
those fucking sunglasses, man.
I would love a crossbow.
Right on.
I've never had a crossbow before. I think that'd be really sick. Infinite ammo, of course. Infinite ammo. You know what I'm saying?
Put in the infinite ammo cheat code.
I'd be fucked if I didn't say that. Then for food.
Well, you're on an island. You can whittle infinite ammo out of trees.
That's okay. That's true. Oh my god, I didn't know what that was. I got nervous. I was like,
I'm sitting on a drum throne right now, and it's very uncomfortable.
I'm sitting on my bed. I don't have anything supporting my back, so I can relate.
Yep.
For food, I'd want to say probably Chipotle.
Just in general, like all Chipotle.
Just in general. I mean,
Chipotle bar.
I guess it's food.
Yeah, straight up. And then for music, I'd probably have to say, damn, I'm trying to think of something really versatile. Honestly, probably Nelly Furtado. I can't. What's the album called? Hold up. Probably Nelly Furtado, because this one album has just so many different songs. Loose by Nelly Furtado, 2006.
So your ideal desert island scenario is you sitting around listening to Nelly Furtado eating Chipotle with a crossbow.
Fuck yeah.
Sounds dope.
That's what
wild, man.
That's what Chipotle sounds like when you go there now, without the crossbow.
So, all right. This one I believe is worse than the parents having sex one.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Would you rather fuck your mother in your girlfriend's body or fuck your girlfriend in your mother's body?
I'm a little confused, but I think I understand.
So, like, you'd be having sex with your mom, but it would really be your girlfriend. Or you could have sex with your girlfriend, but it would really be your mom.
Well, I don't have a girlfriend, so...
I guess you got out of that one.
Is that an answer, or do I have to hypothetically say it?
Okay, so
that'd be something you'd have to divulge before you get into a relationship. Be like, listen, I answered a question on an interview.
Before we go any further.
So you have the choice to listen to one artist for the rest of your life, and it can only be Nickelback or ICP.
ICP for sure. No questions asked.
All right. Fight a teenage bear or 3 ostriches that are on cocaine.
Man, I gotta go with the more exciting. I feel like the ostriches would be fucking awesome.
Have your mom...
That'd be insane.
That would be fucking nuts. They're already kind of crazy. All right,
I'm trying to imagine it. It like hurts my head because I can't imagine them being any crazier.
Would you rather have your mom or dad catch you masturbating, or you catch them?
Probably catch me. I'd rather feel embarrassed than, see. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's what it is.
It's so funny.
You can only hear one song for the rest of your life, and it's Bohemian Rhapsody or Ring of Fire.
Bohemian Rhapsody. Ring of Fire is like one of those songs where like I hear it once and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna listen to this for another year.
Dude, all right. So like I had a epiphany with this because we asked this question on every show, and I went to Jessup, Georgia, with Maggie, my fiance, and we went to a drive-in. And you know how, like, before the movie, they'll play, like, ads for, like, local car places and shit like that? Well, This one car place had an ad for Ring of Fire, was, like, the background music for it. And we got there probably, like, 45 minutes early. So, before they did that, and then they had to set up and then do everything. So, for probably close to, like, an hour, it was the only advertisement that they played. So, it was just Ring of Fire on loop for an hour.
Oh my god.
And it was absolute hell. Like, it made me just fucking despise Ring of Fire. It's crazy.
I'm not a fan of that song, personally.
Alright, so next question. Would you rather have your body found on a pile of sex toys or naked pictures of Guy Fieri?
Can I say both?
You wouldn't be the first.
Can I go that route? Can I say both?
I can see the headlines now.
Sick.
Would you rather have a 10-inch long belly button that swayed to music or accordions for legs?
Definitely accordions for legs. I feel like a cartoon. I want to be a cartoon.
Would you rather have have vagina armpits or an armpit between your legs?
Definitely an armpit between my legs because I feel like I'd be like that one person that you just don't know. You know what I mean? Like, just walk around and just like you have no sexual identity at all.
No knees or no elbows?
Probably no knees. I need my elbows.
Would you rather have no penis or 5 penises?
Yo. Definitely 5. That'd be so entertaining.
Alright. Take into consideration that you're a guitar player on this one, too.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather cut off one of your fingers for $5,000... Or would you rather cut off one of your fingers or pay $5,000 of your own money to the person you hate most to go on vacation?
Probably pay for the vacation. Because for all I know, I can pay for them to go on a vacation on a boat, and you never know what could happen on the sea. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I wish death upon anybody, because I don't want that. But definitely, okay. So the $5,000, yeah.
Would you rather live forever or die in the next 5 minutes?
Man, I heard this in the Sea Space Cowboy interview, and I was like, man, I feel like if you say die in the next 5 minutes, people are going to be like, are you okay? You know? But
I just take it as they want to stop podcasting with us.
I mean...
They're like, I'm over this shit.
Probably live forever, because then I could just roast people my entire life, and that'd be awesome.
Alright, you have to fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Do it.
Steve Buscemi, Danny DeVito, or the lead singer of Smash Mouth?
Okay, so I would probably fuck the lead singer of Smash Mouth, and the entire time he says, "And it don't stop coming." Yeah, that's good, right?
That is good.
So fuck the lead singer. Probably marry Steve Buscemi. Wait, no, actually, you know what? I'd kill Steve Buscemi. Fuck that. He'd scare me. Like, I feel like I couldn't imagine waking up in the middle of the night and just, like, turning over and seeing his face next to mine. Could you, like...
But you could look at Danny DeVito's face. No problem.
I guess it's kind of a lose-lose situation. But, yeah, so probably marry Danny DeVito and kill Steve Buscemi.
Right on. Would you rather sweat milk or grow blue cheese as plaque on your teeth?
Man, I don't like this question. That sucks.
Like
probably the milk. Probably the milk. I mean, neither. I don't. Yeah, probably the milk.
Would you rather pop one of your testicles like a grape?
Fuck.
Or eat a monster turd produced by Gabriel Iglesias with a fork and knife at a slow pace?
Shit. Damn, that went from like I mean, I guess that went from like 100 to 100. Like, it didn't go anywhere. It immediately started like savage. Probably pop a testicle.
Oh God.
I mean, it'd be painful, but I only need one. You know, like you don't even need them.
I guess that's true. Die on the Titanic or the World Trade Center?
Oh man, that's tough. Probably the World Trade Center, because I'm scared of drowning. That's a fear of mine.
Drink your mom's breast milk or your dad's urine?
Yeah, probably the breast milk, because my dad had kidneys. My dad had kidney stones at one point. I don't want to drink blood, like blood urine. Like, yeah, yeah,
yeah. Would you rather be turned on by men wearing Crocs or fedoras?
Definitely Crocs.
Sweet.
Definitely.
All right, Jonah. Well, you've made it through the gauntlet, and I want to say, or actually, is there anything in the comments right now, Dylan?
I'm reloading them. Hold on. I just don't want to make sure I don't miss anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who needs 2 monitors, man.
Shut up. I need a fucking AC in here is what I need.
You're in the closet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Harry Potter of fucking sheep's clothing.
Fuck you, Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
You a wizard.
You're a wizard, Harry. A what?
I'm so happy you know what that is.
Negative.
Nothing in the comments. All right. Well,
Aw.
thank you so much for joining us tonight, Jonah. And
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. You're doing excellent work, and keep it up.
You missed the last question.
I haven't yet. That comes after this. I'm building suspense.
Well, I just
Dylan.
fucking spoiled it.
I'm building suspense. So yeah, thank you so much for coming out tonight, or being at your house tonight. And do you have anything that you'd like to plug, like any band camps or any information?
Well, I would like to say check out Wrist Meet Razor if you haven't already. We're recording a 8-song full length next month, and that will be out sometime in late August, early September. And look out for the Sea Space Cowboy Second Grade Knife Fight split. That'll be coming out also in the fall. And then gonna plug my friend Devin, who actually commented. He does a festival every year called Hope for Shelter. Wrist Meet Razor is playing that, as well as this band called Portrayal of Guilt, which is another screamo band. I don't know if you've heard of them before. If you haven't, I recommend checking them out. They are awesome. And Hope for Shelter is this year in Texas, San Antonio. Go to that if you can. And other than that, keep listening to Second Grade Knife Fight. I'm glad people like it. You know, I have a lot of fun making it, and it's a lot of fun gauging people's reactions. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm glad people enjoy it.
Well, we're glad you enjoy it because we enjoy it, and we're glad that you joined us tonight. So, as you know, that we usually do a giveaway, and you said that you don't have any merch for Second Grade Knife Fight, but do you have anything from any of your older bands or anything like that?
I do actually. Hold on. I don't have any big boy sizes, but I have an entire bag of shirts from my band, A Life of Torment. We have I don't know if you can see that really well, but we got these shirts. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I have large through small, so I can send one of those, and then let's see, I can probably send like a demo tape, something like that. Yeah.
Oh, cool. That'd definitely be
That would be cool.
I can also probably have Adam send you a cassette tape for Second Grade Knife Fight once those are done.
That would definitely be awesome. So I guess that that wraps everything up, and it brings us to our last question of the night, which is, what is the most fulfilling moment of your musical career?
Of my musical career, honestly, I think just being able to hear people, hear what people think of my music and have people enjoy it and, connect with it on, an emotional level, means a lot to me. I think that's the most fulfilling thing. Like when the Wrist Meet Razor demo came out, I had a couple friends, message me and say this is really heavy shit. In the emotional sense, heavy. And, it's a good feeling, knowing people, can listen to, music I've been a part of or created and have some sort of connection to that and, relate,
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm pretty sure that that's probably going to have to be my answer is, having people be able to get something out of my music. So
That's what's up. All right, man. Thanks for joining us tonight, and
Absolutely.
I'll be in touch. So have a good one, bud.
All right, see you guys. Thank you.
See ya.
Say it, Dylan.
He was.
He was very, very nice. Let me get back to the live view here. Also, I want to encourage everyone, our contest has not ended yet. So if you want Zayo's new album on vinyl, fucking double gatefold, cool ass artwork, all that awesomeness, sealed, and a extra large gift from God shirt, we can make that happen. All you have to do is smash that angry react. Which next time I'm not choosing angry react. I don't think that's good.
What I don't understand is when you go to this mode, how come? Because I still don't see you on the picture. It's just me.
Oh, because
But
I have to turn on my camera to instead of going to Skype, my camera has to go to OBS. So it just pops up your face for a minute until I can get it situated.
Yeah.
Meh.
Meh.
But we're all good now. We're all good.
So when are you releasing these super cheesy, Parcheesi portraits we took?
Oh, it's not really like a release thing. It's more of a finding a reason to use them for something because we just took gratuitous pictures of ourselves.
I think we should start putting them in the packages that we send out. just go to Walgreens and print a bunch out, or put them on the back of our business cards, man.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Business cards and put
I was
them on the back.
looking for something for the back of our business card, and man, I wish I had them because I mean, everybody's probably gonna think it's stupid, but I went to that vape convention on Saturday, and there was absolutely tons of people wearing awesome merch there that I wish I had something to hand to them. But I will say, the highlight of me doing this fucking podcast, even though I've met all these awesome... Well, I can't even say it's the highlight, because there's been so many awesome moments that we've had meeting our, awesome fans and stuff, and meeting awesome bands, and, all that stuff. But I actually was at the vape convention, and the man who inspired me to do this podcast, who inspired me to do YouTube videos in general, none of you, I'm sure, know who he is, but his name's Grin, and he actually subscribed to our YouTube.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was fucking so cool, man. I was like a fucking second grader up there talking to him. I felt like a little girl meeting the Backstreet Boys or something. It was crazy. I was fangirling so hard. But, yeah, it was definitely really awesome to have somebody that inspires you to create something like what you're doing. And it was just really cool. As soon as I told him that we interviewed somebody from Dillinger, his eyes lit up, and he's just like, that's fucking amazing that you guys did that. And then, I went on to tell him more about the people we've interviewed and stuff, and he was just nothing but supportive words, and he was an awesome dude. So,
Cool. What does he do?
He actually does vape-related shit. He started out doing, vape reviews, but then it's moved on to more of, a vlog thing. And, when he travels, he does, a travel vlog and stuff. And it's just really... I mean, if you're not looking something up for vape equipment, it would be pretty pointless for people to watch, except for I like his videos and the way he does stuff, so it's just turned into like a, I don't know, like I'm a fan of his, I guess, so I just like watching anything he puts out. But I haven't really watched any of his stuff for a while, which, it's whatever. But I kind of grew out of watching vape YouTube shit, and I've just been looking for music, so that was that.
That's pretty cool.
I don't think we have anything else to cover here tonight.
You want to pick a winner?
No, I'm actually gonna enter all these into a website so it randomly picks them.
Oh, okay.
I want to do a random just because a lot of our friends were in here, and I don't want anybody to be like, "Oh, you just gave it to your friend." Because I feel like we have to start being more professional with our giveaway shit since we got called out so hard on a $2 raffle ticket.
I think you're really being too harsh on yourself about that.
No, it just pisses me off. It pisses me off. Regardless, it pisses me off.
It's better to be pissed off than pissed on, huh?
Yeah. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. So, I'm going to go eat some fucking leftover Chinese food and sit on the couch with my old lady.
Okay.
We'll see you guys next week, as we often do. Well, I also wanted to add that we do vinyl reviews on Wednesdays. And it's not sitting out. Fuck. I got a really awesome vinyl that I'm going to review on Wednesday, so tune in to our YouTube whenever the fuck that gets uploaded. It'll be on our Facebook as well sometime. But, yeah, smash those angry reacts. It's your last fucking chance. Smash them. Come on, give me some angries. There we go. Alright, guys. We'll see you next week. Arrivederci.
Board. Peace out.